Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of The Dinosaur and the Dude, the only podcast with the shittiest audio but the most amazing content. Thank you all for tuning in to listen wherever you are and however you're accessing us. We appreciate your time and we appreciate your interest in us. So sit back and relax, or if you're driving, enjoy the ride as you listen to another amazing episode.
I do.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I
okay.
do. We
No,
should do a vibe check.
I'm not saying no. I just don't know what a vibe check is.
Like, what's your
What am I
vibe?
supposed to
What's
be
your
doing?
space look like? How are you
Oh,
feeling? Let's
how am I?
like get
Okay.
spiritual,
Sort of
you
like
know?
a. Oh wow. Okay, we're gonna get spiritual. You go first. I want to follow your lead. You go right
Okay, I
ahead.
have so much to tell you. So
Okay,
I'm in
sweet.
my office, and
Hmm.
it's awesome. I've got my little dino, my little thingy, the little lamp
Yeah.
guy came, and I got this um, mandala like wall hanging, but it lights
Okay.
up and it goes through the rainbow, so it's really like pretty zen.
Okay. Hmm.
I've just got lamps on. I don't have the overhead light on. Um, I smoked a fat bowl and had a gummy. So we'll see. And I'm drinking coffee, so I'm like fucking ready to go.
Like
And I have
okay.
water, so I'm probably gonna have to say pineapple at some point. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Was that a
Wow.
secret?
I, Not now. Uh,
You're like, I changed the word. I just hadn't told you yet.
yeah. Right. It's unfortunate, but yeah. Not now. Ah, see,
So yeah,
it
it's
is
pretty
me.
just a chill vibe.
Well, cool. So that's the vibe check. That's what I
I've got
okay.
rainbow speakers on my
Uh,
desk, and I'm in
Wow,
a pink office chair
Jesus.
with like gold highlights in the room. And there's this like
I
tapestry of the mountains and like some trees, but it's really cute.
holy, holy fuck.
Yeah,
So
this
this is
is, and I've got my herbs in here too.
fuck me, man. Jesus Christ. Well, this is how we balance each other out.
Oh, tell me you're sophisticated. Is it all
No,
clean lines?
no,
You're like,
no,
sure.
no.
Fucking sure.
I am. I'm also sitting in. Um, I call it an office to make me feel like I'm productive, but it's really just the last room of where I could grasp hold of straws of sanity.
Okay, that's
Uh,
fair.
next to uh, next to that of the bedroom, which is just chock a block full of what the fuck that goes on in there. Not that it's anything exciting or anything worth being put into an adult video. It's just really I sleep weird. So there's that.
Okay,
Uh,
I should do a video of the office.
I'm sitting in the dark with the glow of the screen in a black chair that's broken
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
on a floor mat, one of those semi-transparent floor mats,
Is it
plastic
like kind of
floor mat.
crackly?
It's broken too. Uh,
par,
covered in
par for the course.
yeah, covered in tape. And basically, this whole week, I've come to realize that this is a this is a reflection of where I'm at right now and my journey.
Oh
And so
no.
I told you it was balanced. You had a lot. You had rainbows and shit.
That's fair.
I'm
I actually
I'm in,
did.
I'm in a black hole. So
Oh, honey.
nothing about you. It's just like
Oh, I know
I've,
that.
I've noticed that about us though. And we have a definite balance. Like you like Skinwalker Ranch. I'm not a fan,
It's
but
awesome. I love Skinwalker
yeah,
Ranch.
yeah. And so, but I think that's great because it would just be so. I think it would be somewhat annoying if both of us were just running parallel, running the same way on everything. There's some things
So,
that we just like, you know, sync up with perfectly, especially with extraterrestrials and all that jazz. And then there's other stuff that you're into that I'm just sort of like about.
I'm
So
also ADD and a stoner.
mhm.
So
And that boy, that father fuckers and motherfuckers uh, is what it's all about. And now you know how we're sitting, and you just got our vibe check for the Dinosaur and the Dude, the podcast that has the shittiest audio, but the
we can still say that.
most amazing content
That's
in
true.
the world. We are all
Absolutely.
over, we're all over the place. I just confirmed we do have listeners in Australia. So
Yes.
how do everyone in New South Wales?
How do you say um
I
what
didn't
how do
even
they say hello?
I didn't want to try it. I knew I was gonna fuck it up, but it's
Something mate?
that's the ender, but it's usually good
Is it?
day.
God, I'm so culturally ignorant. It's
It's
not even
usually
funny.
it's usually good day,
Good day,
but
mate. Okay.
yeah, see, I figured I'd hand that off to you.
Hello. No,
Yeah,
That's British, I
yeah, I
think.
was gonna say you just hopped all the way across the planet, but that's
And I
okay.
am a time
That's
traveler,
okay.
so you know I'm a time
That's
traveler.
okay.
Surprise! Ta-da!
You're what?
I'm a time traveler because I just
Yeah,
skipped all the way.
yeah. Yeah, so yeah, which is okay because we do have some people in the UK, England specifically, that listen also. So thanks again for everyone that's listening. As a
And
matter
if
of
you're a
fact,
time traveler, do
yeah,
write in and let us know that you're listening so that we can have you on.
tell us how we've taken over the world. Come back and say, hey, you
Y'all actually
guys,
fucking made it. It was a miracle and it came down to the last second, but you did it.
you guys in 2482 still rocking it. Really? How the fuck are we doing
I
that? It's
don't even
amazing.
know.
It's amazing. Technology is amazing. That would be fantastic if we can get a time travel on. But want to thank everybody for listening um, in the United States, France, Taiwan, UK, Australia, Switzerland, Finland, Belgium, Germany, and India. I see you all in Mumbai. If you are new to um, the podcast, this is the Dinosaur,
That's me.
and I'm the dude. And we're just two people that have never fucked, but have the
That's
best
true.
relationship um, that I can think of at this particular point. I really don't have a comparison relationship, honestly. It's just like I think it's the best relationship in regards to us. Um,
Yeah, there
that
is
being
no
said,
comparison. I'm a hot train wreck.
yeah, it's not forced or anything like that, and we just we talk on the phone, or recently we did like a meetup or Google Meet or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Uh, but on these podcasts, the whole birth of it was just us talking
I
like
was
we
like,
normally
bro,
do.
dude,
What?
dude,
What?
dude. Hey, dude, do you want to do a podcast with me?
Yeah,
And
that
he
was
was
pretty
like,
much that was a
no,
reenact.
I don't know. And I was like, dude, they're
Yeah,
not going to see your face. It's fine.
we
He's
should
like,
do
oh,
a
okay.
podcast. And I was like,
He's like, you
"You
should
think?"
stop smoking as much as you
Like,
do.
what? He's like, yeah, we should do a podcast. This shit right here is going to be amazing. This would be an amazing podcast. I'd listen to it. Well, of course you listen to it. You're part of it.
That was my big seller. I
Yeah,
thought
that
it
was just
worked.
yeah, that was the seller. Well,
That was the
apparently it did.
closer.
Yeah, apparently it did. This because here we are. And the thing was is like all we have to do is continue talking to each other on the phone like we normally
Right.
do,
We're
and
funny.
then just broadcast it for everybody to listen to us. All right, awesome,
Absolutely.
great. And so that evolved into what you're listening to now.
The
So
shit
again,
show, as we say.
yes, thank you all for it. If you want to know more about us and our content, uh,
Ooh,
go to the website,
yes.
thedinosaur&thedude.com,
.com.
where you can check out previous episodes. You could look at some of the YouTube clips, and you
And
can
you
get
can
some
buy me a
merch.
t-shirt.
You get some merch, which right now we've got limited collection of what we've said during our episodes is now on some merch, so you might want to check that out, especially
Okay,
if
I'm
you're
going
looking
there right
for.
now because I didn't know that it was live.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
excited.
Oh yeah, it's fucking live. I mean, especially if you want like a geo a geometric rainbow print backpack, you can get it there.
My
To
favorite's
profess
the ta-da. Ta-da!
to profess how you would be you're good with jumping on some elderly, step on some elderly.
Yeah, you be walking the streets like a thug, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, go check it out.
That's why I ain't afraid, Pops. I step up on your ass.
Also, there's tons of like I said, merch. There you could also get on to our other social media um, channels. We're on, I don't know, so many fucking social
We're doing
media.
it. We're doing the damn
We're
thing.
doing
So
it.
you think of
Yeah,
a social platform, whatever, then
yeah.
we're probably on it. And if we're
We're
not, do feel free to let us know.
yeah, we're probably on it or thinking about getting on it. So,
Yeah.
you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Rumble, and soon to be TikTok. You can find all
Yes.
those links on our site. That again is thedinosaur&thedude.com. Now,
Dun.
when everybody's pulled up a seat for, here we go. This is really not like we have like a list of things to talk about. So
We
again, if
don't.
this is
But you know what? Sometimes talking about fucking
yeah,
nothing is just the answer.
yeah. So then
I do
again,
have
if
I
it's
do have an elder check. I want to
yeah,
hear some more about your elder checks,
okay.
because they're
Let's see.
hilarious to me.
So
Um,
if this is your first time, this is what this means. We don't have like a list of things. We just talk. Like I said, it was just talking on the phone. And usually we have these elder checks, which that was the basis of this whole podcast was us talking about elderly what the fucks and
Caregiving and
woes.
what the fucks.
Yeah, caregiving and mental health and just well-being. So let's roll into it.
A disclaimer.
Oh yeah, before we get into this, that's right. The dinosaur is always on top of it. Here's the fine print because we're
I'm a
all about
dinosaur. What do you
entertainment.
expect?
Yeah, we're all about entertainment and education in some capacity where we're
And we're
just
not
talking
trying to
about
offend
views.
anybody. We know that we're
Right.
going to offend people.
And here
Um,
we go. Here she
and here
is.
we go. So, I mean, we're going to offend people.
She's
It's just going to
beautiful. Just
happen.
watch it. Watch it.
And, and, we want everybody to have a good time, but if you're offended, we get it. And there's a lot of other
Hmm.
podcasts out there. You could listen to those. Although,
Mm,
if we don't offend you, we would love to have you on. But you do need to know that we don't know shit. So
mm.
chances are what we're telling you, don't take that for anything because we're probably just talking out our asses. Okay, let's be honest.
Don't take
So,
it for anything.
don't take it for anything. I mean, we are
Fire
not
is hot.
prepared to be held accountable here.
I got
So
50
anyway, if this
burns.
is your show, then welcome and thanks for being a fucking weirdo.
Oh man. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. That clears us for everything. Um, so well, I mean, older check you first, right? Go.
I mean, I can go first. Mine is
Yeah, sure.
it's complicated. So
Yeah.
one of the reasons why we started the podcast was so that we could do elder checks or that we would check in with each other because I was taking care of my mom and he takes care of
Hmm.
his parents.
Hmm.
So um you know assisted living care is super expensive.
Hmm.
Nursing homes are super expensive and
Hmm.
sometimes the elders don't want to go there and sometimes we're able to prevent them from going there. Um Unfortunately, I think that my mom is probably headed to an assisted living facility
Hmm.
because she has a lot of physical um, setbacks and a lot of mental health issues.
Hmm.
And so, last week we talked about how she fell into the rose bush
Right.
um, and she was beat to hell. Well, this past
Right.
Saturday, um, I got a call from an ER doctor that said, we found your mom in a car with it turned off, and it was really hot outside. I'm in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
the heat is brutal. And she registered 106 degrees when they got her in the ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
So, we've been going through this whole thing this week, trying to figure it out. My brother was on vacation, so I was doing it by myself, and I mean, I've got it. It's fine. It's just stressful because there's a fine line between controlling her or letting her go and just do whatever she wants. But we didn't want her to be driving, because what if it happened again? I mean,
Right.
this heat is no joke.
Yeah, I mean, heat aside, just in general, who
Yeah,
knows? If
absolutely.
not the heat, if it was during the winter, same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe it doesn't have anything to do with weather related. I mean, if
Mm-hmm.
she doesn't have any idea how she got to where she was,
Right.
and she
Yeah.
was almost 2 towns over in like a
Yeah.
suburban neighborhood,
Yeah. No, totally valid
like
because
tucked in the
perfect.
back of, like, where the handicap spots are, like on the far side from the building.
Yeah, perfect weather aside. If you got a call saying we found your mom in Utah, yeah, the same thing applies.
Sure. So, I've been working with them, and we've, like, what the fuck, we had to piece everything together. We still didn't know where her car was the next day. Um, so we had no idea where her car was, and she doesn't
Hmm.
remember. She doesn't remember why
Hmm.
she left the house, or how she got there, or where she was, or what happened. But, there's some details that you're like, fucking what? This isn't okay. Like, this could happen again. And I know that she's a grown woman and stuff, and she knows how to take care of herself, but she's having some struggles mentally, and I don't know if that's medicine related, or if it's just aging, or if it's part of the mental health. I'm not sure,
Hmm.
but we're concerned, and we want to make for sure that she's taken care of. So, um I um I talked to her today, and she agreed that she needs to give up her car, which, if you are taking care of an elderly or have taken care of an elderly, you understand that independence that they have, when they realize that they're losing it, they will grasp onto it with both hands and kick and scream until they let it go.
Yeah.
And my mom stepped up today, and she agreed that we need to sell her car.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and
Definitely.
she's going to have to, her rent goes up in December. So we're going to hopefully get her into an assisted living facility.
Hmm.
But they'll
Yeah.
send her home, I think, tomorrow.
Hmm.
I mean, her
Wow.
body temperature was 106.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are 4 hours that she's not accountable for. And she was
Right.
right in front of the pet hospital at 3:30.
Hmm.
And then at 7:40, the couple that saw her before went out for an evening stroll, and they saw her car, and the guy was a police officer. So he went and tried to get her to be alert, and then they couldn't. So they stayed with her while the paramedics and the police came. I
Right.
mean, just fucking wow.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, it was just, I can only assume it's just a bunch of stuff running around in your head trying to get you just your shit together so you can address the situation, and it's just unfolding in front of you all at once.
Yeah.
Um, and then trying to figure out at the same time, steps to take after you've
Right.
assessed everything.
Yeah.
Um,
And unfortunately, in the States,
hmm.
um, when somebody has a mental illness, if they look healthy enough to take care of themselves, even if they are just fucking batshit crazy, and I'm not trying to offend anybody again, but it
Hmm.
is what it is. I mean, I have a little crazy in me too. I think we all have our own recipe, but my mom is like a purebred crazy. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
she's the
no,
cream of the
uh,
crop.
yeah, we've talked
So
about this situation before, and I think that. you know, off on off on her own, as you say, crazy off on our own, with previous things that we've had to address that we've talked about, with drugs and other
Hmm.
things and medications and stuff like that.
Oh my
Those are
God.
the
I went
things.
over to her house. Her medications are all over the place. It is
Yeah,
bad.
and that those are the things I think that a lot of people just don't. They don't make that. I think they make a connection, but they don't make a very aware connection of just how fucking different
Hmm.
things go when you start adding, combining, taking multiple meds. Um, at least from my perspective, from what I've witnessed, on my end of things, it's just a fucking it's a fucking weird thing to bear witness to, that you're just sitting there and you're watching someone live by way of meds. And I'm not saying it's like
Oof.
sustain.
Right.
I'm
No,
not
I'm
saying
with
it's like
you.
yeah, I'm not saying it's like sustaining them, so to speak, but their life, their reality
Is a
is
schedule. It is an
yeah,
absolute schedule
it's
all the
one,
time.
it's scheduled, and I guess it's all encompassing. What I was gonna say is it's dictated by meds. It's like your reality, your life is all by way of however the meds allow you to
Right.
perceive it. If
Absolutely.
if you've got seven of them that cause drowsiness, you're gonna miss out on a lot of shit. Your your
There,
your
night,
your
night. Okay.
yeah, your
We'll see you
condition.
on the flip side.
Right. Your condition might be addressed. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? You're asleep. Nobody really knows. So yeah, it's just I think that that's the thing that you and I have talked about before, where I mentioned like it gets to a point where you have to really separate the person that you know and the person that you knew, because
Yeah.
that person that you know might be very far from the one that you knew, and they might have the same name, but the relationship is different, and how they go about doing things, and it's just different.
Your situation's a little bit more polarized than mine. Like it's
Mhm.
yours is a whole different booger,
Mhm.
and not to say that mine's worse or that yours worse, because it's not about that. But I
Right?
think
No, I'm not
people
saying that's the
also
way at
don't
all.
understand
Hmm.
what happens. Like it's hard to wrap your head around everything that it takes to take care of an elderly person until you experience it, and then you're just like, "Oh my god, like it's never ending," right? I mean, well, it
Yeah,
is. That don't get me
yeah.
wrong, it is. But
No,
as you're
I
caring for them, you're
yeah.
not like, "Hey, she's not dead yet. Hey, she's not dead yet." I mean, you want to care for them
Hmm.
so that they can survive longer.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that that's the thing of where that what I just said earlier, that I should have prefaced it with that's my exercise. The know and the new is my exercise. That's what keeps me from honestly punching through a wall,
Right.
because if I go about it trying to salvage the person that I knew,
That
I
person's
I
gone. You're never going to be
I
able
I
to.
I would be sitting in a chair next to the rest of them with some meds then,
And
because
pudding.
yeah, and I've done that before, and that's fucked up. Uh, I yeah, literally have done the meds and pudding thing. It's not fucking fun. It's not fucking fun. Waking up with yourself covered in pudding in not a good way is not fun at all. It just like yeah. Yeah. Maybe we can talk about this some other time. But in any case, because I don't want to dilute what we're talking about, because it
Sure,
is kind
that's
of
true. It's
deep.
important.
It's kind of deep, and it's kind of but we're kind of transitioning into my shit, and I want to still make sure that you have as uh, all the room in the world to
Because you're so
vent
sweet.
to vent and express as much as it is you need to. And if it's not anything that you want to, because I know some of the stuff you might not want to elaborate on,
Sure.
uh, it's up to you. But I just want to,
That's
you
just,
you tell me when you're like, and that's it.
right. I just wanted to go back to what our roots were for,
Hmm.
and to say like our elder is what brought us in here. And even though it's a challenge to talk about them now, I know when they're gone, we're going to have the opportunity to talk about them, and it's going to be like, we'll end up helping each other so much with grief.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um,
It's
yeah, I
interesting.
see that
Yeah.
happening, which is it's an amazing journey. I mean, when I lost my dad,
Yeah.
I I lost my head.
Yeah.
I didn't know the hell I was doing at
Right.
all. Like, I'm talking wandering around in the backyard, not knowing where I was. Like, I
Yeah.
was out of it.
I think it's interesting in that situation, though, that, and I'm only saying it's interesting because I'm reflecting on things on being in the situation outside of it. Like I wasn't directly involved with that, but it's always where someone talks about the person they knew with everyone else because that's what everyone can associate with the most.
Mm,
Nobody was really around for the downhill part of it, and so they always want to relight the bonfires of when they were this, that, and the other. And I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that because that's really a thing of where it's like it's almost an ostrich thing to me.
okay, I see that. But if you're
Like,
like, for instance, if you have Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, dementia, or
mhm.
another mental health issue, maybe revisiting where you're at all the time isn't the best thing to do, you know?
Yeah, I think I get that. I think though it's the blatant effort to not address the reality at hand is what that reflects to me. So for me, I'm having to go through an exercise in order to make sure that I don't apply, like I said, the no and the new. I have to go through that exercise to make sure that I don't um, lose my shit,
Right.
whereas others never do because never do because they'd rather just stay. They
Arm's length.
rather, huh?
Arm's length.
Well, they rather stay in the. They rather act like the new is still a part of the no when it's not.
Mm.
And so you don't want to really be there. You just want to be informed. You don't want to engage. You don't want to have that that perception of a particular person changed because I think that you get to the point where it's changing, you have the definitive of things. And then you realize you have to come to an understanding where you have to realize that that is a person that you knew and that this person here is completely different.
And that you're seeing that with your dad, right?
Oh yeah. But I'm seeing that with my dad, but also with people that interact with him or whatnot.
Sure.
It's like when
There's a
you
level of guilt that's going to come with that, right? I mean, their
yeah,
their effort to stay away is going to come back to bite them at some point. It
I
will.
would I would like a person that wants the karma train to stay full steam. You kind of hope that that is something that will come about, but honestly don't know for sure because there's certain
You know,
people
I
that
hope
aren't.
that your family, somebody in your family comes across this podcast. That would be fucking amazing.
That would, oh, Jesus Christ, it would be such a time capsule of shit that just like,
Right,
holy fuck. And I get it. It's like some people only knew of him in certain capacity. And so to engage with him outside of that capacity is foreign already. So I get that.
right.
But I
It's got
think
to
that,
be jarring too if they've, not seen
right.
him for 20 years and then they see him and they're like, "Who is this person?"
But I
Or
think
what's
that,
what's wrong with them?
yeah. But I think that people that really have been around that aren't now, and it's solely because they don't want to experience or see or engage or deal with, just straight up deal with um, how he is now. And so I guess we fluidly transitioned to my elder tech. Um, so
Which that was a smooth
yeah,
intro, by the way.
it was a pretty smooth one.
You did good.
I'm patting ourselves on the back.
We deserve a gold star.
Yeah, we
We're a
did
rainbow
some
mandala. Whatever.
we did some shit like we are pros.
What?
Uh,
Somebody tell Joe Rogan.
yeah, right. Uh, Watch out, motherfucker.
No.
So
We could try our best
I,
and be perfect at it, and we would
yeah,
still never be as good as him.
okay. First, the fuck off. We're like at least 1,960 shows short of him. So whatever.
Fair.
Um, so finally got it narrowed down to where it's like it's not Alzheimer's, it's not Parkinson's, and it's not dementia. It's the ever elusive Lewy body. More definitively, is the probable Lewy body dementia.
Mm.
For those that don't know,
So what is
um,
that?
Lewy body dementia is when someone can't when someone can't decide if it's enough to have Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and dementia.
They're like, you know what? We'll take
If
the
they
extra.
if they're trying to get the grand slam of things,
That's a
that's
hat
what the Lewy,
trick.
that's what the Lewy body is. The
What
Lewy
is
body
Lewy body?
Lewy body dementia is basically a condition that people could develop where it has aspects of Alzheimer's, aspects of Parkinson's, and dementia. So you don't have
It's a
I
grab
keep
bag of any of the three,
exactly,
or all
exactly
of the three.
right, exactly. Um, so what makes it hard to diagnose is because it has aspects of them.
Is this what Robin Williams
Yeah,
had?
hmm
Oh shit. Okay.
had
Wow.
aspects of it, um, but the variations are also within those aspects. So for his degree of Parkinson's, he doesn't have the telltale Parkinson's like the tremors. He's never had that. But he has other aspects of Parkinson's. With Alzheimer's, same thing. With dementia, same thing. So that makes Lewy body different because people are seeing these other telltale signs of this is and that, but they can't definitively say, yeah, it is Parkinson's, but no, it's not. He doesn't have the tremors, but he has this and he has that and he has this thing
Hmm.
too. So that's when at one point, he was diagnosed of having all four. And I was just like, how is someone winning that lottery where you're getting Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, dementia, and Lewy body? How
That's a
how do you
fucked
get
up lottery.
yeah? How do you get all four of those? And so his neurologist this week she's like, no, it's definitely, and that, the name is even misleading. She's like, no, it's definitely probable Lewy body dementia. I was like, I don't know what probable why is. I'm just gonna say this Lewy body dementia. I don't know why you want to put a probable in there. I'm sure somebody medically inclined will probably hear this episode and say, hey, no, It's because of this, and I appreciate that. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't need it. To me, it doesn't.
Right.
It
It is what
doesn't.
it is. You're like, I'm
Yeah,
living it, so
yeah,
whatever.
exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't really lessen the blow, so to speak. It just gives us a better frame of mind on exactly what it is that we're dealing with. That being said, the treatment is also a grab bag.
Oh,
There's no there's no Lewy body medication. So you take a little bit of this, that's for
oh
Parkinson,
no.
a little bit of this, that's for Alzheimer's, a little bit of that for dementia, and
I hope that they play well together with your system.
right. And that is reflecting back what I said earlier in regards to your whole perspective of life is governed by medication.
Hmm.
So um, it's interesting because it was the first time I met with this neurologist. This is the neurologist that I talked about in previous episodes um, that didn't respond to me for 2 weeks because
So
uh,
say that
uh,
again. Say that
she
again.
didn't.
I
She
was
didn't.
trying to pull you and read something, but go ahead.
Oh no, no, she didn't respond to. That's the same neurologist that didn't respond to me for 2 weeks
Right, right, right.
because then I wanted to get my dad on CBD,
Hmm.
and she never responded because I mean she frankly knew that it was going to have really good outcomes for him.
Hmm.
And several people in the medical community don't want to admit to that, so they don't respond. Or they have their assistant or the front desk assistant respond to you for them. So there's some plausible deniability within it.
Sure. Or
So
miscommunication or something.
right, right. So once she and I were face to face, I made absolutely sure to bring that up before I left. That hey, so yeah, he's
Hey,
on
by
the
the way,
CBD. Yeah, I'm the dude that was that you didn't talk to because of the CBD. It's
CBD.
like, oh, how's he doing with that? It's like,
You're like better
fine.
than what he's doing with you.
Uh-huh. So she does that. She's like, yeah, well, keep him on it. If it's working for him, it's working for him. That's great. The part that I didn't like, the kick in the taint for me, was that whole,
Oh,
yeah,
well, getting
yeah,
personal. I see.
it is a kick in the taint. I think we've talked about it before in regards to doctors in the medical community and whatnot, kind of being beholden to big pharma, if you will. Couldn't really think of
Mhm.
another name for it.
It is what it
And
is.
yeah, and it kind of reared its head again. And what sucks about it is that when you're with one elderly person that has all of their dependency on other people, and you're with another elderly person that has diminishing mental and physical wherewithal, it becomes very, um, it becomes very huh, tedious to
Mhm.
be the only one that's keeping shit in the present. Case being, this doctor, and I think a lot of doctors within this situation, well, I take that back. Maybe not a lot, but I think there's a good percentage of doctors that take um, advantage of situations like this because not everybody's on top of it. So there's a particular drug that he's tried before, and it just makes him a sock puppet. He just
Mm.
he's just out, and it's stupid because the benefit of it, the benefit of the drug is something that is never realized because it it just the drowsiness just takes over. And like I was referring to later, whatever benefit you're supposed to be gaining from some
Mhm.
med, you never really see it because you're asleep.
Right.
So same with this one. I mean, it just whatever capacity of holding in fluids or doing anything is just gone because it just saps you of that ability to maintain that. And so I knew of that drug, got him off of that drug with his last neurologist. This new neurologist notes that he was on that drug, but instead of saying the name of the drug, she said the brand name of the drug.
Okay.
Neither my mom or I knew the brand name of the drug.
So she got him back on it?
Yes,
Okay. That's
because
weird.
because her perspective was she said to us, okay? She said to us, I see that he was on this before. He hasn't been on it since under my care. I'd like to try him on it again and see if he has the same response to it with a different dose or so
Okay.
let's try it out for 30. I'm going to go ahead and write you up for a 30-day sample that you it can refill if you like. And if things go well, we just refill it. If not, take him off of it anytime you want. Don't have to wean him off or anything. Just stop at any
Oh
point.
no. Was that incorrect?
So
Oh Jesus.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't know that's what it was. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I don't recall him being on this one. Yeah, yeah. It's a while back. He's been on. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. So then the prescription, CVS calls and hey, your prescription has been filled. Come on over and pick this shit up. If I was working at CVS, that's how I would call people. That's how I
Yeah,
always,
I'd be like, yo, bitches, come get your shit.
yo, all the pills are here. Come and get
Right.
that shit.
Like, I'm
It'd be
coming
like
home
some,
with you. Good stuff. Good
yeah,
stuff.
it'd be like some Jesse Pinkman shit. Yo,
Right.
come pick up the spice, yo.
I love it.
So my mom gets, and she's like, hey, the prescription is there. And she gives the drug name. I was like, well, that's wrong. That's not what he's, that's not what she said. That she said something else. She said a different drug. It's not that one. So they must have filled it wrong. She's like, no, that might be drugs have different names. Some of the same drug will have different names. It's like, well, she didn't use that one. We want that one. That like it makes no sense that she was telling us one thing and then the prescription is now saying something else. And so I look it up, and that's how I found out that the name that she was giving us at the appointment is a brand name of this drug. So to put it into perspective, it's like you got cough syrup, but you also have Robitussin, and you also have NyQuil, no cough, sleep time, a Tylenol, no cough, and Advil, no cough. They're all cough syrup. They just
Hmm.
have different brand names. You get it?
Yep.
So that's how this works, but on a far more debilitating state. So for this week, he's been a sock puppet.
Oh.
And before that happened, before the before the and I was a spoiler alert right there. I guess it was a spoiler alert. Let me time travel back. Before the prescription was picked up, I was like, hey, well, we don't want to put him on that because
Mm.
the last time my mom is like, well, you weren't here for that. So how would you know? It's like, yeah, I was. No, you weren't. You don't know
Oh
what
my
you
God.
don't you don't know what you know. It's not even you don't even know because it was with
You're like, fuck me.
this
Fuck
doctor,
me.
and this doctor. Now I like those doctors weren't even involved with it. No, okay, okay. Mhm.
Was she an advocate for him trying it again?
Yeah,
Oh no.
because she's a pill person.
Right. Right,
My
right.
mom's a my mom's a my mom is a I've tried the best way to figure out how to describe it to other people, and I really can't. Maybe you can.
Oh
She
shit.
is
I'm
she
creative. Let's see.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. I don't know what you call someone like this, but she wants to address a situation with pills or an ointment or whatever, air quotes, medicine.
Mm-hmm.
But she wants that medicine to be immediate. And whatever it is for, it never comes back again. I wanna take this for a headache
One
and
time and be done.
yes, and I don't want the hit.
It's
I want the
called
hit.
fentanyl, and if
I
you
want
take enough
yeah,
of it, it will be the last
yeah.
time.
I want this headache treated within 15 minutes
Not a problem. Come
tops.
here.
15 minutes tops, and it don't come back again.
Yeah.
If it does come back, it doesn't work. Now, mind you,
Well,
also,
thank God, because you think, thank God that they're not like,
so
if it
she's
comes
like,
back, I'm taking double.
yeah, no, it gets even better. So
Oh shit.
for other people, she is willing to try whatever. If a doctor says it, okay, well, I'll try that. Okay, well, we'll try that. Okay, good. So keep in mind, since I've been like my dad's like on 7 meds right now, I've talked doctors down
Oof.
from 2 of them. So he was on more than that. He was on
Okay.
9. He was on a he was on a but the doctor will come up with something and she'll go with it like give him more pills, or she'll go with it well, taking off the pills. Like one time
Mm-hmm.
it's like, hey, the doctor was like, I don't know if this antidepressant is really gonna really doing any benefit with him. You guys want to just go off of it and see what happens? Okay. And I'm like, what? No, I'm pretty sure that's needed. I'm pretty sure if I was in that situation, I'd need an antidepressant.
Right. I'd want somebody to reach out
Uh,
and
fucking 2 days off. And I'm looking at her, I was like, mm-hmm. You want him back on now? Yeah, you do, don't you? Yeah. This is really fucked up. And it's bad, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. You hate you made that left turn, don't you? Yeah, we got to do a U-turn
yeah.
and go back the way we came from because
Well,
this
but
is
she doesn't
crazy.
know what she doesn't know when she doesn't know it. You know what I mean?
You
Like
know
in her head,
what?
it may make all sorts of sense. And I know that
It-
that's me trying to give somebody credit that, you
right.
know,
Yeah.
at
No, I
this
totally
moment
get
you
it.
probably don't want to give her any, but because you're
No,
frustrated, because that happens with me, with my mom. I
no,
get frustrated at her and I don't want to see her side, but I have to.
it's no, and I get it because we have to have some sort of balanced mindset to it. Otherwise, we have. I mean, I will do that with my own means of thought. Like, okay, try to find look at the other side of it and to see if, oh nope, it all roads lead to the same conclusion. Okay, fine. I've looked at it both ways. At least
Hmm.
with her, the problem is that she will not want to give pills because she doesn't like to take pills. So all the things I said earlier is the opposite for herself. If a doctor gives her meds, she won't take them, or she'll
Oh,
take them, or she'll take them whenever she feels like she's ready to take them. So if you needed to take a med at 9 and then take another med at 12 and then take another med at whatever the third hour interval from that, 3 and then 8, she might, oh, it's 12. I guess I'll go ahead and take my pills. She doesn't like to take pills. She doesn't
mm.
like to. But for my dad, she'll put them on or take them off, and she'll acquiesce
Like
like
self
that.
dose,
Huh?
like self dose.
Right. Well, I stopped her of that too because she at one point was like,
Oh shit.
I feel like he needs more and just would do
Mm.
it. I'm like, no, what the fuck are you doing? The other thing was that um, she'd go along with these experiments kind of thing because she doesn't like to prep the pills. So
Oh,
if a
yeah.
doctor, so if a doctor's like, "Hey, let's see what happens if we take him off antidepressant," she's all for that because in her head, that's one less pill I got to prep. It's not about
Mhm.
it's not about if this will be if this will be beneficial or not. It's about that's one less thing I got to do, which is fucked up because
Right.
you're not looking at it with the interest of that person. You're looking at it with the interest of yourself. So what he feels like or what he feels what would be beneficial is not even a factor. It's a means of do I want to do it or not.
Right.
So that's where it's like I get where you're trying to see things from her side, and I appreciate that. Um, but this is the thing of why that's kind of a eh, way of going about it with her because she's very much of a I'll get to it when I get to it,
Sure.
and you can't really do that with someone in the state that he's in
Right.
because you can't double up on pills. You can't just go about doing stuff and then coincidentally though she'll just go and OD on vitamins and minerals just
Mhm.
because she watches some shit on TV and they mention turmeric helps it. So then she goes out to the store, buys a fuck ton of 2 bottles of 1,000 milligram turmeric or whatever, but she's expecting to take one of those pills of turmeric and all the swelling and the aches and pains in her body is gone. I'm like, that's not turmeric's never done that for anybody. It's like, as a matter of fact, why are you getting these turmeric pills? Just go ahead and get turmeric and add it to your food as a seasoning.
So I
Mm,
do take turmeric powder because
mm-hmm,
it does help with the arthritis,
mm-hmm,
which I will, I mean, I don't want to take pain pills, and I don't
mm-hmm.
take them unless it's just not
Yeah,
comfortable.
yeah, absolutely.
So, but frankincense is also really good. So, if you
No,
want to
I
get
mean,
her on her next kick, just tell her that and
right,
hang on for the ride.
right,
You're
right.
welcome.
I mean, and and I'm not saying that turmeric doesn't help. It's just the fact that from taking it from using turmeric, and I used to cook with turmeric I used to put
Mhm.
turmeric in everything. If I was cooking or doing something, I had turmeric in my eggs. I had turmeric in my oatmeal. Turmeric in
I love spice.
turmeric in if I made ramen in any way, turmeric is in that. So it's a lot more ways you can consume it. But if you have problems swallowing pills,
Mhm.
stop swallowing pills if you can add it to your diet. It just it's easier for you. Um, I mean, but again, my mom likes to be on the struggle bus.
Well, I don't like to be on the struggle bus. However,
I
I
mean,
do
she
like
has a
my
bus
pill
pass for the
form.
struggle bus.
She knows the driver.
Yeah.
Um, I do take the supplement
Mhm.
because I don't always incorporate it into my food.
Yeah.
So, um,
It's totally however it works for. Yeah. If you don't incorporate it in your food, supplement. If
but
you,
I'm not, I don't, I try not to be on the struggle bus. So, like, I don't
hmm
mind sorting out the vitamins and
hmm
I don't mind that at all. It doesn't bother me. Now as I get older it might, but or if I'm saving so much money on prescriptions, then I
hmm
will just keep doing it or have somebody do it for me.
hmm like you got your you have your phone near you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
shit. What is happening?
Like,
Oh
okay.
god. I'm
Okay.
afraid.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Shit.
hmm
Mhm,
So,
okay.
yeah, I think that's the thing, and it's just the it's interesting for me the dynamic of dealing with one versus the other because one is somewhat still mentally capable, and the other one is
What
just
is
like
this?
Yeah, that's all
Have
of
they
what
just been sitting out there?
that's all of what she's supposed to take in the morning, and then just sort of fucking forgets
So it
and
just sits on the counter with your dad walking
just
around like,
sits.
"Let
No,
me
he doesn't.
ooh, that
No,
looks
my
like
dad. No,
candy."
no, my dad doesn't walk around at all. He
Oh, is he
he
a
walks.
rebel?
He walks by way of me moving him.
I
I
got you.
I
Okay.
support him while he walks.
We
But
never discussed his
yeah, yeah.
progression, so
Not so she'll put that on the kitchen table and then just leave it. And then that was a picture of I took a picture of him and I sent it to her. It's like, hey, you forgot your pills. It's 11 something. You forgot these pills you're supposed to take in the morning. So she turned right back around and came back in the house to take the pills. I was like, yeah, because you pass out somewhere for sure. You're going to be coming back conscious with me saying and giving you so much shit because a lot of the stuff that
yeah, I'm about to knock your ass out again. Say it again.
I mean, just a lot of the stuff that she experiences, she puts on herself by not taking care of herself and doing. I mean, I get it. You have acid reflux, but don't come up with the excuse that you don't have to do the stuff that you need to do to take care to address your acid reflux because the last visit you were at the doctor, he didn't bring it up. It's pretty much like if a doctor has already told you, diagnosed it, and then giving you something for it, they don't have to really tell you the shit that you have again. They're taking into consideration that someone's aware and responsible enough that they don't have to just keep saying, "Yep, you have acid reflux." No, you still have acid reflux. Yep, you do still
Mhm.
have acid reflux. But because she'll go to the doctor for something totally unrelated to acid reflux. She's going again for something else. And he doesn't mention about her acid reflux. She takes that as now I can cheat. You don't. You're just looking for an excuse. You're not supposed to have nuts, so don't try and get all fancy and cute with it
Mm.
and have peanut M&Ms because it's got candy around it. Fuck off. You're gonna have don't tell me.
I'm not dealing with your ass too right now.
Yeah.
I got him to deal with.
Or she'll use your like I like trail mix. So
Mhm.
she'll buy a bunch of trail mix to eat it while I'm eating it, as if I don't notice the amount of trail mix is going down faster than I'm eating it. Hey, I got you
Oh,
some trail
right, right,
mix.
right, right.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
here,
great.
I got you
I got
some,
you
and then
some
they
trail
eat
mix.
it. Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
okay,
And of
great.
course, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, but then when you do want it, it's not there, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Well, it's like I want it, but at the same time, I don't want it because I know as soon as it gets in the house, it's just an excuse for her to eat it.
Right, no, what I'm saying is if
It's,
she were to bring it in for you and go, "Hey, I
mhm,
got you something,"
right.
and then you're like 2 weeks goes by and you're like, "Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. I bet that I'm gonna have some." And you go and it's not there, and you're like, "Oh, really?"
I opened it and I had a handful. Why is half of it gone? Oh, your dad and I were eating. Really, he was? He was? Hmm,
You're like,
hmm.
"I have to remind him to chew." Okay, so
He
I
was he
know.
was just he was just eating all the trail mix, huh? This is
Aw.
doubt it, because he can't get up and get it, so somebody had to be taking it to him. So it's just a weird thing. It's like you're not supposed to have spicy food. You're not supposed to have nuts and chocolate. She eats it anyway, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to hear about what it is that you're experiencing when what you're experiencing you're putting on yourself because you are in this mindset that you're giving it. It's like, "Ah, I can't eat anything. All I'm gonna be able to eat now is bread." No,
That's right. Yeah, carb it up, girl.
that's you just going to the absolute far side of pity party bus rideness. And
What?
when
That's not happening. Come
like
on.
like no one said you can only eat bread. They're just telling you, hey, you have vomity bile acid goodness coming up every time you
Mhm.
eat. You could reduce that by not eating these things. That's it. Here
Right. Like,
here's some
dairy wrecks my stomach, and I've learned to just
yeah,
don't have dairy.
yeah. I same here. Here we go, everybody. Here's some more trivia about me. I too am not fond of dairy, but I've come to realize what types of dairy really fuck
Hmm.
with me. And it's not, it can be type, but it's definitely how the dairy sounds so stupid. That sounds so ridiculous. It depends on how the dairy is made. That makes no sense. It makes no sense, but I
Tell
went
me
ahead
more,
and
Professor.
I didn't really want to correct myself because I want to make sure that everybody knows I am not on top of my shit. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is like if it's um if it's cheese on a taco, no problem. If it's sour cream, I'm fucked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. If it's like the thicker the creamier it is, I'm done. Pizza, I can eat that fucker.
You're like, and I'm gonna.
I might not like it. See, for me, it becomes an amount versus type. The creamier it is, I can't have but a little of that. But other type of dairy, I can have more than that, but I need to know. So I went about learning my limits with it
Hmm.
because it's hard to escape that shit sometimes, especially when you're out eating. I just don't want to go through the whole exercise of having somebody prep food for me when I'm out. Like, hey, oh, can I have this, but without this, without that? And is that blue? Yeah, just like, and then next thing you know, you just got a tortilla, And so I just know my limits of it. I don't necessarily have a condition to where I
And to
have
be able
to have
to
it.
be aware.
Yeah, I don't have a condition where I need medication for it. I I've been like this my entire life, so it's just really one of those things where I've come to understand I how and what way I am best when I eat certain things.
Right.
Now, if I'm at somebody's place and I don't give a fuck about any of them, best believe I am eating
About to wreck that toilet.
everything, and I'm gonna sit right next to you and fart and act like it
Right.
wasn't me at
Fart it
all.
up and then be like,
At
who is
all.
that?
Did kittens die in your couch? It really stinks.
Is that her? She looks spicy.
It really stinks. Do you have
Like, are
do
you a
you have a
murderer?
do you have a seat warmer in this? This seat is always warm. Sit in it. Feel
Right.
yeah,
Ew.
yeah. But
There's
yeah,
a stain. What?
but that's the thing.
Anyway, let's don't talk about that.
I think that's the biggest thing for me is the whole just just dealing with people um outside of the elderly that you take care of. It's a whole nother that's a whole nother interaction level as well. And for me, I interact with so many different doctors and others in the medical community and physical therapists and whatnot. That's the type of people that I talk to now. Other people on a more social level or family level, not so much. Not so much.
You talk
And
to
I
me a lot though, and I appreciate it.
well, yeah, I mean, like, and that was the other interesting thing that I thought about today actually was
Mm.
was the people that I really talk the people that really talk to me and the people that I just talk you know talk to them.
Hmm.
The people that I talk with and the people that just talk to me and I respond back. And it's like A plus B equals C. We had a conversation. Okay, great. But there's very, very, very few people that I have a back and forth, genuine conversation with.
Heyo.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what's
So
up, y'all.
yeah, so I think that that's the thing that you got to really, if you find yourself in this situation, my only advice I can give people, knowing that every situation is going to be different, um, be be ready to find out the real people in your life.
Oh,
And
yeah, that sucks, but that's true, huh?
and those, and don't go in it with the assumption that those real people are the people that should be the real people,
Mhm.
because no,
Yeah, don't ever expect it because it changes everybody.
it's not like the people that I thought were going to be so um, hands-on or part or supportive or involved that nah.
I kinda had that whenever I retired
Mm. Hmm.
from my sport,
Hmm.
you know?
Hmm.
Because everybody was like, "Oh, yeah, blah, blah,
Hmm.
blah," and then it's like nothing, and you're like, okay, cool if this is how it is, but really?"
Yeah, yeah. And it's one of those where I put in before. I used to tell people before, it's like if I come, because some people will say, "Man, I haven't heard from you, man. And what, God, you just kind of dropped off the map." Yeah, you get, geez. And it's usually something that
You're like,
people
"I
will
was
say.
there all the time. I
Yeah,
was there all the time."
it's usually something people will say to me after they haven't seen me.
Mhm.
And it's always like an immediate reaction where they're like, "I'm gonna make this about you not being around, not me."
Mhm.
But I always tell them, it's like if I find myself putting more energy in than what I'm getting out, then you're coasting and you're all, what's the point? If I'm
Right.
calling you up, if I'm asking you, if I'm texting you, if I'm shooting you stuff, and it's like 6 days later you respond, or if at all, and this is happening more on a repeated basis, then nah, I'm good. I, you know, that's the one less birthday I gotta remember. And
Yeah, fair.
so
And you're so right.
I think that's the thing that a lot of people have to just come to the understanding of, that they don't, if you're having to keep someone around, like if your friend is someone that you're keeping around and involved in your life and is not there involved in your life,
Mhm.
then you're just wanting to say you have friends.
Yeah,
You
but
need to.
sometimes it's not about, it's people are in your lives for a reason. They're in like what do they say, for a reason or for a season or something like that? And
Right,
it's
yeah.
true. It is true.
Yeah, some people are in your life for a reason or a season. Some people, they're only around and with you in your life because you happen to be about or in. I mean, you can attest to this, I'm sure. They happen to be about or in the same thing that you're in at that time. And
Mhm.
it might be a reason or a season for you. And those people are just the same, a reason or a season involved with people because of it.
Mhm.
I think where it becomes a little bit more apparent is when there is the semblance of friendship that occurs, but then when you realize that semblance of friendship is only still by way of whatever connected. It's not
Yeah, right.
genuinely.
There's no substance to it other than that.
Yeah, it's nothing genuinely by way of the on the personal. It's more of,
This is what we had
again,
in common at the time, and
yeah.
maybe now we are not doing that anymore, so
Hmm.
okay, we'll have a good life, or
Yeah.
not, maybe with the best of intentions even. Hey, we're going to get together, we're going to stay in touch, but then life happens and you have other
Hmm.
interests that pop up and they take over, and that's totally fine. That's the beauty of this fucking crazy train wreck we call life.
Yeah. Still sucks though. But
I'm trust and
I mean,
believe.
it still sucks, but at the same time, I have to say that it's cool being a little lighter, you know,
Yes.
because I think that sometimes well, not you, sometimes I just blindly jump into the pool with people just for the experience, but then realize that, okay, I really can't, I really don't have a
Like you're not
connection, or
about that, you know?
I don't have a connection with these people genuinely. They just know of me in this capacity.
Right.
They don't outside of this. I, I no, none,
I mean,
none.
we're not going to hang out outside of this. You know, yeah,
Right, right.
there's all
Outside of
that.
this, it's just sort of like okay, but in that moment, on that day, or in that environment, oh yeah, it's let's go until the lights are turned off. Let's just yeah, and
God, I remember that.
yeah, and it's just sort of like okay, but like you said, sometimes for a reason, sometimes for a season, and unfortunately, sometimes after you get out of those scenarios and those environments, you're like trying to figure out the reason, but sometimes,
There was a
so
purpose
like
for this, right? But please tell
yeah,
me.
sometimes you're like, sometimes I can say for myself, sometimes I was just like, okay, why the fuck was I even doing that?
Right.
what the,
Was I being tortured? Is that what was happening?
why was I going to this so often? Because now I haven't heard from
Mm,
anybody.
except for me.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've been fortunate enough to be in this situation, not just in the one that United does, but also recently. It's just been sort of like, okay, I've been 6 years doing this, and now I haven't heard from anybody. What the fuck is going on?
What are you
Um,
talking about? No, okay, you don't have to say.
um, yeah. So like everything I was doing in martial arts is like
Oh, gotcha.
so weird now.
Is
But I
it?
think, but I think it's par for the course for the type of people. It can be because some people just have a mystical assumption of it that sort of I'm not the one for that. I will
Like
I will I
you're
will
connected
call
to it not mystically, but like spiritually?
no, I will call bullshit on bullshit because it is bullshit. So so don't expect me to go along with the oh this is going to be one thing that you got to do and it's going to open up all that. No, fuck off. Don't make this a
You're
mystical
like, the
thing.
portal is open. I'm trying to shut that bitch.
Yeah, don't make it a mystical thing. I hit you so hard that I knocked the wind out of you. Whatever
It
you're
wasn't a
seeing,
magical experience.
whatever you're seeing is because oxygen is being deprived to your brain, and
Because I beat your ass.
it's called hallucination by way of oxygen depravity.
Stop drinking before class, Karen.
I, 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 I didn't hit you so hard that you connected to the spiritual world. Kinda, kinda, your body was kind of telling you, hey, this is where you're about to be if you don't start breathing,
Oh my
motherfucker.
God.
That's
Like, you
what
like
your
that?
body.
You feel like you're on a cloud now, huh? Okay.
My
Oh my
grandfather
God,
was
that's hilarious.
my grandfather was standing next to me, and and I could read minds, and no,
Eating a corn dog, and I don't know why.
no, I didn't know heaven smelled like corn dogs. No, that was your body trying to figure out what to do with the least amount of oxygen possible, while also subtly telling you, "Hey, homie, you might be with grandpa in a moment if we don't kickstart these lungs again." So
Like,
just
breathe, bitch.
like it was giving you a little teaser of what might happen
What's to
if this
come?
if this restart button doesn't work.
Whew. Lord, I'm getting hot.
It's
You're
like
making me. That's
it's like
funny. I'm sitting here crying. I'm laughing so hard.
it's like people just got, and I'm just not the one for it. I just don't go along with it. It's like, oh yeah, it's a
I'm
wave
not
of
into theatrics either, but I will say I do enjoy a good spiritual journey.
it's a wave of chi that goes over your body. No, that's
It
called a
could be.
nerve
That
spasm.
one's called lunch.
That's called a nerve spasm because I punched you in your throat. I punched you in the throat. That's all. That's all it is. There's no
That's all it
chi.
is. No big deal. Fuck your chi.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what?
So
I don't know about chi, but I super love chai. Can I
yeah,
say that?
yeah.
Okay.
No, you can. You can.
Okay.
Um, so let's
Well,
turn it up a little, just
yeah,
a
let's do
tad,
that.
just a tad.
Okay. I'm going to have to rainbow in a minute.
Yeah, right.
I mean, not rainbow.
Pineapple, I
Sorry.
got it. I got it. But I was so trying to figure out.
Okay, I got a pineapple.
Now you really got to because you've laughed too much.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
What the rainbow? What the fuck? I kind of want to see that. The drink of the episode, once again, is Canada Dry. I wish they'd be our sponsor because, I drink enough. That'd be cool as shit. That's how cheap of a hoe I am. I'll do shit for you for a Canada Dry. That's so telling. And somewhat sad. But fuck it, I own it. Oh boy. So again, while the pineapple was going on, don't forget to check out our website, TheDinosaur&TheDude.com, for all the merch, episodes. I think, yeah, you can contact us on that. Send us a message on something you'd love for us to talk about, or what episode you like, or an episode you didn't like. Find us on YouTube. We're trying to get our YouTube subscribers up
What's up?
so we can get things popping with that. So find us on YouTube, like our shit,
Look at
even if
you. You're so good.
even if you don't watch all of our shit, just subscribe and like it. Just go through
And give
all
us
the
5 stars, even
yeah,
if you don't mean it. We'll take
just,
pity
just
reviews.
just go through all the shorts and those three shitty videos I got up, and just hit like, just
Boom, boom, boom.
like, and then hit subscribe and do the all notifications. Select all notifications. Just do all that. Just do all that.
For every subscribe or like that we get,
Uh huh.
um, an
Oh,
angel gets its
oh
wings.
shit. Okay. I was like, what happened?
You're like, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no,
Right.
no, no, no,
Right.
no,
Right. Right. I don't want to do pictures again. Yeah.
Yikes.
Okay, so let's liven it up a little bit as we
I
come to
think we
the
just
tail
did.
end of it. No, 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 we can do better. Um, so we're gonna do a segment that we do from time to time. It started off with just being for me, but then it transitioned over to the dinosaur as well. So we're gonna have a session of Ask the Dinosaur, and then
Okay.
and then
Ooh.
yeah, and then what question I asked the dinosaur, I'll also have to answer myself.
Okay. Okay.
And,
I
and then
got you.
and then the dinosaur will ask me a question that
Yeah.
she will also have to answer herself.
Tit for tat. Okay.
Okay,
Oof.
ready?
Let's just go one round first because this could get
Yeah,
brutal.
yeah, yeah. Ready?
Okay.
Tell me,
Oh, Jesus.
what's a shitty job you had that you can't believe you took it, but you did anyway, but it was super shitty, and it's like it's not embarrassing. It's just one of those things where you're like, looking back on it, you're still like, the fuck was that? Why? What the fuck?
Okay. So I was in high school and I took a job as a candy striper at a hospital, right? And it was a job. I had to go every day. I had a lunch break. I had breaks. I
Wait,
mean, it was
pause. What's a candy
Mhm.
striper?
Like somebody that delivers flowers at a hospital, or
Oh, okay.
somebody that
Okay.
helps with picking up the trays, or you
Oh,
know,
okay.
little. It was a volunteer position, but I was
Okay.
doing it for school, and I
Hmm.
got credit hours for it.
Okay.
So, um, and Okay, so have you ever heard of
Morphine?
have you ever heard of somebody coming into an ER and they have put something up their butt?
Yeah.
Okay, so uh, like a carrot, maybe they put a carrot up their butt. and
I love,
they
love
and
how
then
this.
they
I love how this went from Ask the Dinosaur to like some weird Guess Who. Like a person came in an emergency room with something up the butt. Okay, something up the butt, like a carrot. Okay, not a
like
not-
like a carrot was,
yeah,
and then it either like broke off or
like a
scooped
full
in all the
carrot, not one of
way,
a full carrot, not one
and
of those baby carrots, a full.
no, like a full like the out of the dirt into the butt.
No washing, just straight out of the dirt
It's like from the poo to the poo.
with them
Um,
little with those little tendrils and those little root spriggets
mm.
on the sides for grip. For grip.
It's like a rotor rooter.
Yeah, it is. Like a fucking bottle cleaner, but it's edible. Fucking hell. Can't believe I just said that. That's going on a shirt. That's going on merch right there. Right at
Oh my god, I'm dying.
like a bottle
Oh,
cleaner. But it's edible.
oh my god.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Carrot ahead.
Oh my
Please
god. Okay.
continue.
So yeah, there is a dude with a carrot up his butt. And
I can't, I can't
I
top
was in
this.
the ER and I was making charts and I didn't see the dude with the carrot in his butt,
Yeah.
but I
Okay.
heard about it.
He was
And I
prone.
was like, "Really?"
Yeah.
And they said, "Yeah, we see some really weird stuff." And I was like, "Fucking hell."
Yeah.
Like what
Yeah.
exactly was happening?
Yeah.
There's no right
And
answer.
I mean people try things. People
So I was a
explore.
candy striper and
Yeah.
that's what I did.
I love Yeah, I love the job title and the things you found while the job. Did it ever involve candy?
No, because we really didn't
Trying to
deliver candy.
I'm just trying to figure out why candy striper. Oh, whatever.
But we did get a free lunch every day from the cafeteria, and that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Um, that's fantastic.
Once we had a bake sale.
Carrot cake?
I bought chocolate chip cookies, and then I had a doctor ask me if I could make him some chocolate chip cookies and bring them to him, and he was going to pay for them. And I thought, well, that was pretty nice. This is a business opportunity.
Holy
Look,
fuck.
he was trying to be cute. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, 16, 15.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gross, pedo.
Yeah. Yeah, he was trying to get that. He was trying to get in
That
there.
chocolate chip. You know what
I
I'm saying?
floated some marvelousness over that, and you didn't. It just went fly. It's still floating. It's still floating. You said we had a bake sale,
Yeah.
and I said what? Carrot cake? Yeah, it kind of was.
I'm
Um,
sorry.
no, no. So now I asked that
Okay,
of
now
you.
what about you?
Yeah, so me.
Yeah, yeah. Me.
So I can't fall back on the fact of being 15 or 16. I was a fucking adult. And I was doing side gigs here and there. Um, and I had this person hit me up wanting some illustrations done. And they were like, yeah, I need to have some illustrations of for a contraceptive. I was like, oh, okay. So you want to have illustrations of contraceptive? And I was kind of seeing like that take on we had contraceptive work before of someone doing illustration, and I just thought, okay, is somebody trying to ride the wave of the illustrated look for their product? Okay, fine. And at the time, some people were trying to do like this illustrated, really really do a toned look. So I was like, yeah, okay, cool. This person took it one step further and was like, no, yeah, no, we want the contraceptive on the dick. So,
Don't tell me that you took a picture of your junk.
so you're wanting a drawn, so you want a drawn penis with a contraceptive on it. Yeah.
Mm.
I was like, okay. All right. And by this time, I had already like agreed to do the job, right? So I was just like, okay, yeah, I do. Okay, great. We can go ahead and get you started. I want to see some samples of your work. Okay, fantastic. So we're wanting to do educational, medical educational thing for sexual education, and we need to get prophylactics on penis. The you know step one, step two, step three.
Mm-mm. Wouldn't that technically be pornography?
That's why it was prefaced educational.
Ugh.
So
But
it
still,
beats a banana
oh
because
god.
that's what other. So some places are trying to get around this whole thing of, well, we can't do a banana because that's not realistic, and we don't want to be in this awkward thing where we're trying to get a can't do use a dildo because then we're bringing sexually explicit material into the school.
Right.
So let's go with drawings instead.
Oh no.
But the drawings have to be recognizable enough for people for other kids to be able to say, "Oh
Just put
yeah,
a Winky on Minnie or wow,
nope,
on
mm-mm,
Mickey Mouse.
nope, mm-mm,
You can't.
no, no." So that was where I did some illustrations. So yeah,
Mm.
looking back on it, I'm just like, it's for education. It's for education. It's for education. It was for education. It was for education because
Mm.
I was cleaning off a hard drive and came across them and I was like, oh yeah,
Oh no.
those are the
You're like,
illustrations I
fucking
did.
hell, the great. I've got
It
pornography on
was like
my
yeah, it was like cleaning out my closet, so to speak. I'm just like, oh yeah,
shredding that shit.
oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, that's me.
Does a shred actually work on a computer?
That's my work. I don't know. I've never used one. I've never
Oh
used.
really?
I'm really like if people could find where I am, they would have all my shit. Because I don't.
Like you
I,
don't believe in passwords?
no, 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 no. Like I have all my hard drives and
Jesus.
like phones. I if I if I don't have to, I don't give it back to the phone, like the company
Because
that
it's
I.
your information.
Yeah, because
So
that shit.
you literally have a catalog of your digital footprint.
I mean, because that shit doesn't ever go away. So I'll destroy it myself. I don't
I
leave
drill holes in hard drives.
I don't leave it up to other people to just here you go. Yeah, yeah, just trade out that phone. Yeah, yeah, just transfer it all over. And so, okay, you guys are gonna delete that? Cool, thanks. One less thing for me to do. All right, man, back at you. Leave? Nah, fuck that.
Sucker.
That's somebody like let me back in this, let me back in that, and the next thing you know, you got a Honda CR, 2005 Honda CRV on your name somewhere. It's like I've already had my run-ins with the law unknowingly, so I don't need that shit.
Jesus, are you a prison bitch and I don't know about it?
No bonus fact, poison girls. Um,
Jesus, this is like fucking trivia night.
I you know how you take your vehicle in when you get a new one and you trade it in?
Sure.
Some people do that.
Oh God. And some
Make sure
people just park them in their front yard.
make sure your shit is actually out of your name because There is a vehicle that I traded in once, and the dealership, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take this. Yeah, we'll transfer it all over. The paperwork, no problem. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it from here. Great. Handshake, handshake, handshake. Sign here, sign here, sign here. New car for you. Okay, bye bye. Then you find out that Ted there decided to put off filing the paperwork until the next day.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Then he finds out the next day, oh, somebody broke into the dealership and stole some of the traded vehicles.
Shush.
Then you find
Did that
out.
happen to you?
Then you find out from the DEA that it's caught trafficking huge amounts of cocaine
You're
from
like,
Mexico.
not mine, but can I get a cut?
From Mexico,
Kidding. I don't do cocaine.
and they're asking you shit because it's still in your name.
Oh no. Oh my God. Yeah.
That's
Oh
just,
no, that's terrible.
yeah, that's where I was a small blip on the on the
Is that
radar. Like, are you a
is that
drug
where you got
trafficker?
hard
Are you
in
a drug
prison?
are you a drug trafficker? No.
I don't think so.
If I am, I really have a weird amnesia and I don't know where I'm putting the money because
My bitch ass is broke.
yeah, like
Check my shit.
please let me know where you surveyed me putting the money because I want to get to that.
I'll give you a
Yeah.
half.
Yeah. All right. So now you ask me.
Jeez, what question am I going to ask you? Fucking hell.
I'm so ready for it. I'm so fucking ready for it.
Okay. This is not because this is like a super like fucking awesome question.
Oh no,
But
take your time and get one then. Take your
it
time
would
and get one.
no. I want to do this because I think that it would be
No,
just fun to know. Um, what is a vegetable or a fruit
none that would go
that
up my
you
ass. I just cut that question off right there.
is it still there?
All right. Yeah.
No, what is a vegetable or a fruit that you liked as a child but don't like now, or vice versa?
Mm.
And do you need me to go first, or you go first?
No. We're supposed to do it this way. I'm just trying to think of what I
You're like, I didn't like shit as a kid. Nothing.
um man, no,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't have a lot of them as a kid, so
You didn't have a lot of vegetables as a
I
kid. My mom
I
used to make us eat them.
I ended up finding a bunch of vegetables that I like. Like people have these weird Brussels sprouts and broccoli stories. I'm like, man, I love this shit. What are y'all talking about? The
As a
fuck?
kid, the Brussels sprouts was mine. I
Right,
hated them.
but
Ugh, as a kid.
but as a kid, we never had that. And
Mm,
so later, when I ended up having a Brussels sprout, I was like, why the fuck are people tripping on Brussels sprouts? This shit is good.
right.
So it's that kind of thing. I think for me though, maybe because I still don't really care for them, and it's a tight man. This is a tight race. It's between peas and lima beans.
Ugh, gross. You like
And
lima beans?
no, I don't care for them.
But
I
did you like him as a kid?
No, I'm fucking up the game, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to like one in your childhood and not in adulthood. Yeah, or then
Or like it
not
in
like
a
one in your yeah.
or
Switch
not
that,
like
reverse it.
yeah. Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I ate lima beans, but I didn't like them and I still don't. And same thing for
Okay.
peas. Uh
Okay.
but never mind.
It's a hard one, huh? But it's
Yeah,
it's
it's a
it's
little
a
bit
journey.
I think man, no, I like that too. Fuck. Nope, I like that. Shit. Um, huh.
Man, I didn't mean to stump you.
No, it's because I think it's like the vegetables
Okay,
as well.
so
Huh?
what about anything? Anything that you liked as a kid that you don't like now, or that you didn't like as a kid, but you love now?
Oh shit, fuck me, man. I
You're like,
don't.
I'm mad at
Yeah, I don't like, and I still don't like a lot of things. So, like
stand your ground. That's
no,
right.
like I'm a pretty fixed person. Like if I didn't like it in the beginning, I still don't like that shit.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, and that's like that annoys people too. But for me, I'm like, nah, that just means I was very comfortable with myself early on. So fuck off if you had life to grow into. And
Fuck
I
off with
came
your
already,
confused ass.
yeah, I already came equipped. You had to fucking still read the manual. I was like, whatever. Um,
Right. It
I
came standard with my ass.
right, right. I didn't like. Hmm. Fuck
Hmm.
me, man. This is a
Hmm.
good one. This is a good one. It seems so. It seems so. It doesn't seem as
It seems
complex.
really simple, right?
Yeah, it doesn't seem as complex as it really is. Yeah, yeah, but it's a lot more, especially if you didn't have a lot of vegetables growing up. It's
Well,
like,
it can be candy, it can be meat. Did you eat
oh
a lot
yeah.
of tuna fish and now you fucking hate it? My
Mm.
mom used to make me these things she called them a dream sandwich. I don't fucking know where that came
Oh fuck. Well, that was a
from.
setup.
It was two
Eat this.
pieces of
This is
white
dream
bread.
sandwich.
It was two pieces of white bread,
Okay.
and on one side it had butter, and on the other side it had peanut butter, and she put a little brown sugar in the middle. Dude, peanut butter and butter sandwiches. Bleh.
What the
But we were hungry and we sure fucking ate it.
what the fuck? What the how
That's called child abuse.
how
That's what that is. I'm reporting her.
how how much into mind control do you have to be to make something like that seem like it's going to be good?
It was in
Yo,
a Betty Crocker cookbook or something back then. I'm
yo,
like, okay, they're putting nut butter and fat together on carbs. That is not a good idea.
like that. That's amazing. That was something that was like, okay, let's go ahead and market this. How can we get the kids to like this? It's a dream sandwich. It's a dream. Ooh, you like dreaming? I love dreams. Okay, this is on the go. This is on the go.
You're so right.
You can have it while awake or whenever the fuck it's on the go.
I hate
Right,
you. I just
riding a
hate you.
bike, whatever. It's a dream. Eat it. Sort
It's
of
a
like
dream.
dreams.
Eat it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. It's a dream. Fucking eat that shit. It's amazing.
I've said that before.
I didn't like. Uh, no, I still don't like that. Fuck me, man. Um,
Beef jerky.
no, I love beef jerky. Fuck that.
Do you too?
Yeah.
And as a kid too?
No, I didn't have it.
Fuck me. What did they ever feed you?
Yeah, I know, right?
What did you eat as a
I
kid?
know.
Now this is
I know.
different. What did you eat as a
Yeah,
kid?
right. This is
Obviously, I
all.
just told you already.
It's
I
like
ate dream sandwiches all fucking
yeah,
day.
right. This is all evolving differently. It's like, wait, so what did you eat when a
What
kid?
did you eat as a kid?
I ate nothing as a kid. What the fuck? This changed. No, I had
This
a
got
bunch.
dark.
So I had a bunch of stuff when I was a kid eating it, but it was really one of those things where you just ate it because it was there. It was like, okay, here you go. Oh, what is this? Eat it. Okay, I guess that's what you do. But then
Okay.
eventually you start to realize, okay, I don't like that. And the things that I didn't
Okay.
like, I still don't like those. So like for me, um, I never liked it and disliked it because I still like it. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
So, new question.
Huh? Yeah.
I'm going to make this easier.
Yeah, no, no. Good.
What do you
Whatever.
prefer,
Mhm.
a biscuit
Okay.
or a roll?
Oh shit.
I mean,
No, no, that's a lot. That's complex too.
fucking
Um,
hell. You're right.
because
What
of
is
roles.
what is a chip or a
No,
candy bar from the 80s and 90s
I was gonna
that you
say.
miss?
I was gonna. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
One, I like a biscuit.
You like a biscuit?
Yeah, I think
I ain't
biscuits.
mad at no biscuits.
I think biscuits are like a little bit sturdier that you can make a a thing with it, you know.
Sure.
I like the
Although if you put some mashed potatoes and you put it in a roll, like make a sandwich out of mashed potatoes, my dad used to do that shit.
like
He
just,
would take a Thanksgiving roll,
you're just
he would cut
making
that
it a
bitch in half, and
fucking,
he would slather it with mashed potatoes, and he
you're
would
just,
get down on that.
you're just making a hot pocket out of potatoes.
It
Stupid
was like a
shit.
potato burger, kind
Yeah,
of.
potato burger, and by that I mean it's just potatoes in it. So, yeah. Um, yeah, it's like a pita, but just stuffed with potatoes, mashed potatoes.
Mm.
Yeah, I dig biscuits.
Do
And
you
then
like gravy?
I like sausage gravy.
Okay, like sausage cream gravy.
Yeah, but it's gotta have sausage in it.
Okay, I'm with you.
I like the sausage gravy just like I like apple pie in a certain way.
Like with cheese on top.
No, fuck
Okay,
that.
good. I was fixing to say I have to end this podcast. It's no longer going to be a
Fuck
thing.
that
That is so weird to me. I know people are
craziness.
like, try it. I'm like, I can't. It's
Like,
sacrilege. I can't
like
do that.
this might be a dream pie. I'm not trying it. Like I don't know what that is. Okay, so this is a perfect tangent to switch to. Like things that people do with certain foods that is totally like with words you have the etymology of it where there's this way of saying certain the etymology with words is sort of like saying how people say Coke, soda, and pop. It's the same thing, but depending on where you
Tomato,
grew up.
tomato,
Well, no, depending on where you grew up, region wise, they only say it a certain way. Like my
like drugs. Some people say weed. Some people say marijuana. Some people say Mary Jane. Some people say whatever. You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
different words
It's
for it.
yeah, depending on what part of the country or the world you're in, they say it a different way, but it's the same thing. And somehow, some way, everybody knows that even though someone is saying Coke, pop, or soda, they're still meaning this particular thing. Everybody has the understanding that even though I call it this and you call it that, we're talking about the same thing. And that's how
Right.
etymology works. Uh, so in regards to food, though, I don't know if that's the same. I don't know if don't want it to be the same. But I've seen people with apple pie. Like I have a thing with apple pie where I want it to be stick to the stick to the name. It's an apple pie. Okay. Don't don't come to me with a slice with all this damn filling in here and one apple slice. Fuck you, take that back.
Right.
I want you to slice through this and
And get layers of apple.
I want to see some masonry of apples just all together
Like a
and
stone wall.
yeah, and the apples are held together with this filling. Don't make this a mushy filling because honestly, that filling doesn't taste like apple. Okay, that's a whole nother tangent of all the stuff that doesn't taste like the things that it says it is, but it's not. Like grape candy never tastes like grape.
Right.
Chocolate never tastes like chocolate. Strawberries, fuck you, it's not. Any case, so I'm sitting
Fuck
there
you,
and
go to hell.
yeah, any case, I'm sitting there and watching people eat this apple pie, and they, who can I have a slice of cheese? I was like, okay, what the fuck is this going on here? And then some people get super lazy and
Mm, mm.
just puts the damn whole square of cheese on top. And then some people get fancy and get little strips of cheese and wants to make
Mhm,
some
mhm.
lattice work or some shit on it.
Yes.
All of it's
Do you
disgusting.
like a lattice on your pie?
No, I don't know what
Do you
when I'm
appreciate
look
that?
when I'm looking at somebody do this whole cheese thing, I'm just like, what happened? Where what was going on where someone said, you know what would be good on this? Some cheese? You're right.
Right.
You're right. Some motherfucking cheese.
The only, and I've thought about this, but the only thing that I can think of is that let's say that you were at after a funeral, you go back to people's house and they had apple pie and they had some cheese, the
Yeah.
charcuterie board.
Yes.
And then, so you wanted to just have something, and somebody approached you and said, like, I brought an apple pie and it's divine. You have to taste it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're like, well, I'm Southern. I'll fucking taste it then.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get a little piece of the pie, but there's also cheese, and you're really into cheese because you like cheese,
Mm-hmm.
because your dairy isn't fucking up with your system
Mm-hmm.
just yet because you're still young and
Mm-hmm.
capable. You know what I mean?
You think like
So,
some accident, like some cheese just fell off the plate and happened to fall
well,
on
no, I
the
think if
pie?
they had it on well, see, what happened is that they had it on the same plate because they didn't want to have two plates because that would
Right.
look tacky. So, and then
Yeah.
they went and they were trying to stand there with their cheese. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, with the and the apple pie and the cheese. And then they was talking to somebody. I think it
Mm-hmm.
was like an uncle or something like that.
Sounds
And
like it.
then they got distracted, and then they just got a scoop of it, and it was an apple pie and it was a cheese together, and they tasted it, and for some weird fucking reason they
They were
connected
like,
to it,
this is
and it was
so.
delicious to
Yeah.
them. That's what happened. I'm thinking.
I, I, I,
I
I,
think that's
I
it.
guess that's a lot of hopes and dreams right there. Honestly, I mean, I
It's because of
guess.
them fucking dream sandwiches.
I guess, but it's some things out there that people do. I'm just like, did, how did this combo ever become the only way to eat this? Because those people, when you talk to them, it's like this is the only way you should be eating apple pie. The fuck you saying to me? What do you mean? This is the only way?
Right.
Like how? Because before I crossed this border, N- no one had ever seen this. I crossed this border. Now you're saying this is the only way. Like this only happens in certain areas, and I was just trying to figure out how does that work. Like people putting other stuff on pancakes blows my mind too. Look,
Peanut butter on pancakes is delicious.
that shit. Okay, so
My
that's
dad
where
taught me that.
I'll give a little ad, but otherwise, syrup is the only thing that's supposed to get on some pancakes.
True.
I've done jelly and I've done peanut
Mm-mm.
butter, and
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I will like the only way that I'll do peanut butter on pancakes is if the pancakes are hot, and then that way the
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
peanut butter kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
melts
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
little.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing for jelly. I'll do that if the pancakes are hot.
No. But I don't
Look,
like sweet stuff. I don't like super sweet things like jellies or. Mm-mm.
mhm, okay, but
But I love that for you.
whipped cream, no, get the fuck out of here. You're playing. You're just wanting to have ridiculous in it. And sprinkles and fucking
Chocolate chips.
M&Ms and
I
chocolate
can't
chips.
do chocolate chips and all that shit on it.
M&Ms, chocolate chips, and Skittles and all that. Nah. Now, have I had?
Skittles?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Now, have I had chocolate chips in the pancakes? Yes.
I don't even like that.
Yes. Okay, but here's one you're gonna like. Here's one you're
Oh, okay.
definitely gonna like.
Tell me.
And I'm giving this tip to people. And you know what? This establishment can be mad all they want. Y'all the one that fucked up and gave it to me. So there's this place you can go to. I've gone to it from time to time. And if you can find one, go ahead and go in that bitch. It's
Tell me.
called uh, the Original Pancake House.
Fucking hell yes.
Okay. But they fucked up. See, they don't have a pancake on that menu anymore. But they have all the ingredients to make that pancake. They just, for some reason, took it off the menu. But if you ask for it, they'll make it.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Bacon pancakes.
Fuck yeah. I was gonna ask you earlier, do you dip your bacon in syrup? Because that shit is delicious.
Ask them for bacon pancakes. Oh,
Mm.
we don't make it. I know you don't.
Yes, you do.
I know you don't. I know you don't have it on the menu,
But I'll
but
pay
you
double what you think it's
but,
worth.
but you can make it because I know you have bacon, and I know y'all making pancakes all the motherfucking day because it's on the sign. So if you combine those bitches,
I see
chop
him
that
flipping.
chop that bacon up, throw it in the batter that you're putting on, and bring that cooked shit out of here.
Or let me back there. I'll fucking make it.
Look at Mandy straight in the eye and tell her that she's gonna bring you some damn bacon pancakes.
You said Mandy.
Yeah, yeah, I made it a real person. She's gonna bring you some bacon pancakes, and you're gonna send us messages and comment on our videos and shit on YouTube and say, you know what? I had some fucking bacon pancakes. Thank you so much. The dinosaur and the dude has set my life back in order. I'm a changed person. I believe in good and I
It was spiritual.
help people. Yeah. I saw my granddaddy and he told
It
me
was
breathe.
ancestral.
He told me breathe, motherfucker. And I did. And I woke up and had these pancakes.
And now I'm alive.
I'm telling you, they don't have it on
That's
the menu.
hilarious.
I'm telling you, they don't have. I've eaten at some places. I can tell you some menu shit that you don't like. They don't have it on the menu, and you just ask them for it, and like, well, fuck. All right, you know about that? Like some places, they'll be kind of honored by it. It's like, whoa, you know about
Yeah,
that?
okay.
Yeah, I do.
All
Yeah,
right.
I know about bacon pancakes. We don't even have that on the menu. I know, Chad. Make that shit.
It was on 2 menus ago, okay?
I
Now that we're
know.
past that, can you
I
go make the fucking bacon
I was like,
pancakes?
I don't know why you like even they came out like the dude, the guy that cooks was like, I had to come and see the guy that ordered bacon pancakes. I was like, I don't know why that's so special, but okay. And he's like,
You're like, tweet about it. I don't give a
yeah,
fuck.
and
Just
he's
give
like,
me the
so
pancakes.
you know about it? It's like, yeah, you guys just said, well, it's like the thing that I don't understand is why y'all take it off the menu? It's it's bacon pancakes, bro. You,
Hmm.
it's not like you all had to get something special. You literally just got lazy and didn't want to chop up some bacon.
So there was a place over by where I live, and they've closed since, but they had pumpkin pancakes as a seasonal thing.
Hmm.
And let me
Hmm.
tell you, I rode their ass so hard about those fucking pumpkin pancakes that they put them on the menu full turn all the time. And I would go there at least once a week and have pumpkin pancakes. It was fucking delicious.
So, do you think? I mean, you like it, so you're going to be a little bit more open to it. Do you think the pumpkin thing is because we're coming up on that? We're coming up
We
on
are definitely coming up on scarves in 100-degree weather, scarves and pumpkin lattes.
right because here's the thing I'm predicting. Winter's not going to be as cold, so there's that. Do you think the pumpkin shit is a
It's
little?
not for me. I mean, I like pumpkin bread. I make pumpkin bread every year, but that's because it's the recipe from the kindergarten teacher for me and my brother.
But see, that's like pumpkin bread. I get it. I'm saying all the other pumpkin shit,
No, I mean,
pumpkin,
I don't understand it because it doesn't.
like people like pumpkin candles, pumpkin lattes, pumpkin. It's no pumpkin in it, everybody. It's just pumpkin spice. There's no pumpkin in it. Just
Right.
saying.
It's just the flavoring.
Just saying. You can get that flavoring throughout the motherfucking year, and
I use
you
that
could,
shit all up in there. Pumpkin puree,
yeah,
pumpkin everything.
you could dab it. You could sprinkle some on your deodorant and rub it on your armpit, and that way you'll smell like it all the time. I mean, that's a pro tip right there. If you wanna,
If you want it, if you
but
want to take it, pay fuck
yeah,
attention.
if you want to see how much you can sprinkle on your armpit, okay, cool. But yeah, I think it just goes over the top. I think it just goes over. Like make some pumpkin bread, make some of that.
But I don't need to decorate my house in pumpkins. I don't need to go get
Pumpkin.
my pumpkin latte with my pumpkin colored scarf and my pumpkin colored boots with my jeans
Mm-mm.
and my pumpkin belt buckle and go sit on some fucking haystack somewhere. Like,
Yeah,
no, I don't need to do that.
you want to go on a hayride? Fuck no. Why do
You're
I?
like, hell no.
Why do I want to sit on a
With
bale of
you
hay?
janky ass people.
Just I was like, and the wagon's not even sturdy. It's not even new. And we're behind horses, so guess what? We're just inhaling horse
Eating
ass the
shit.
whole time and rolling on the shit, and the shit gets on the wheel, and that wheel just rolls the shit around over and over because some
Yes.
gets stuck in it. And I'm like, nah, man, I don't get anything out of this hayride at all. Fuck that. I'll be right here.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, there's the roller coaster ride of an episode. Well done.
I told you it was a shit show.
But if you happen to miss it, check us out.
Be kind, rewind.
Yeah, the Dinosaur&TheDude.com. We will have this episode up at some point. We usually do it every Wednesday. Every Wednesday at 3, we release a new episode. If we're not doing that throughout the week, we're probably doing something on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and TikTok and all the other shenanigans that we try to do. We're trying to stay on top of it. But follow us, friend us, subscribe to us.
Tell a friend. Tell your mom that she needs to listen.
Yeah, spread the word. Eventually, at some point, we'll be doing contests. I don't know what it'll be.
Ooh, that would be cool.
I don't know what it'll be of, but it's the bait. It's bait that I'm throwing out to get people to listen to us. Just to be honest.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I do. I want to sign up. I don't know if I can.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure you can. Fake accounts allow you to do all kinds of wonders. So
fair.
But yeah.
Awesome.
In any case, we thank you all for listening to this episode. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate everybody that's out there that's at least giving us 2 minutes of your time to just hear the intro. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they're saying, and then turning it off, even if you don't get any of the content. Okay, fine.
You're missing out, but okay, I guess.
Yeah, you're lost, right? And if you've made it this far, you already know it's their loss because you're not one of those people. You're the one that listens through all of it, and we really, really appreciate you. So.
For sure.
Hope that somehow, some way, what we said has helped lighten your load, laugh, or give you something to where you know that other people are going through something similar that you are, and you can hear their perspective, and maybe it helps you get a better perspective on what you're going through. If you'd like to share, like I said, go to our website and hit us up, shoot a comment to us. And we may respond. Likely we will because we have nothing else going on. Or at least that's me. But in any case, thanks a lot for listening. And thank you, wonderful lady, for indulging me and allowing...
I'm getting better used to your long format.
Yeah. I wondered if I had slowly caressed you enough to where you don't realize it anymore, but yeah. I myself look at the clock and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know it was this long. But in any case, thanks again. Thanks to you and coming up with a great thing that we do now. And
Yay.
If you hadn't said it, then probably wouldn't have done it. So I always will tip my hat to you for getting our superpowers together. So in any case, thank you, love you, and the rest of you awesome motherfuckers and fatherfuckers, daddy fuckers and mommy fuckers, gigolos and gigahos.
And gigolos and gigahos.
Thanks all, and hope you all have a great day, evening, or morning, or whatever the fuck you're doing.
Or weekend or existence.
Yeah. Yay. Great existence. I like that. That covers all of them. So, in any case,
yeah, everything.
You.
I love you too. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
All right. Bye.